Good morning, Grand Rising. Good Rising, Grand Rising. Let's get into this message. Ooh, a lot of ashes on this sage. All right, so we switching up the times. Like they switching up the times, we switching up the times. Let's see what's going on. I see a lot of energy of leaving you behind. I see some someone feels like they're leaving you behind. They want you to feel insecure, or someone feels insecure about you. Someone could be afraid that you're leaving them behind. All right, let's see what the message is from the message oracle. I see I surrender to a power greater than me. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. So you surrender to this new power greater than me for directions. Not a horse, but directions. So you surrender to this new earth, this inner earth for directions. All right, let's see what the message oracle has to say. All right. Thank you, Spirit, guys. All right. Embrace the dark. So it says, I surrender to a power greater than me in the inner earth. You'll survive this new solution, new beginning for directions. Embrace the dark. So this is some dark spirit. Embrace spirit is the second card that was on top. It's a fire. All right, so let's see what embrace the dark means. What's the message? You have been taught that all is either good or evil, negative or positive, that good gives rise to good and bad gives rise to bad. It is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born of our shadow self. This is not truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire acts of genuine love. The lessons offered by our shadow often teach us the most. The lessons offered by our shadow often teaches us the most. Know yourself, know your shadow self. Love it. Without darkness, the stars cannot be seen. All right, and embrace spirit. These two cards are simultaneously side by side. All right, so you are a spiritual being living a physical life. Embrace spirit in your journey and reaffirm your connection with the divine. Fly to the fly to the heavens, but remember to look down and see that the divine exists in the magical natural world beneath you. Spirit dwells within all, in everything you see and know, and everything that you do, and everything that you do not see and which is unknown. Both the creative and the destructive, the beautiful and the ugly, are born from the design. All right. So that means you are in your dark and your light. Hmm. It's giving the moon and the sun energy. Be without malice. All right, let's get a card from the Crystal Oracle. Direction and time. Not a clock, but a time. So maybe you think that you haven't gotten your directions yet because you don't see it in this time. You're putting a time limit. To this power, or you don't think your power is real because you feel like you should already be getting all the messages by now, all the downloads. You think you should be getting the numbers by now, the clock on the numbers, the wheel on the clock goes around and around, time never stops. Pay attention to the dark and the light. Mm, like that's what the day consists of. Pay more attention to the nature of light and dark and not the time on the clock. Her eye ever open. Goddess Tara. The Tibetan quartz. Tibetan quartz. Her eye ever open. I acknowledge that the inner light is growing stronger. Embrace spirit. That's confirming embrace spirit. I acknowledge that the inner light is growing stronger, shining brighter and becoming more visible. I relax in the understanding that the brighter the light, the more powerful the spiritual protection. I generate for myself and all beings. I shine fearless and true with respectful boundaries and that honor the need for all beings to choose their path. I attract and emanate a high level of spiritual guidance, wisdom, and protection for all. This light is not just for you, it is for all. The light and the balance. Embrace. Embrace is giving me also like embody. Embody the light. Integrity. See your presence. All right. So we have this card flipped up. Read the energy. Read the energy. Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite is the crystal. I trust my gifts for sensing and directing stumble energies. As I set clear intentions, I playfully and creatively work with energy and consciousness. I perceive deeper levels of reality with trust, with total trust. Let's read that again. I perceive deeper level of reality with total trust that I am spiritually protected. I rest in the knowledge that all souls experience severe to the spiritual evolution and healing of humanity. My confidence in invisible and loving working of spirit in the lives of all beings and effortlessly. So, this new direction that you are getting is for not just for you, it's for you to embrace the dark and the light for all beings, right? So I said, it's this energy of people saying leaving the world behind, leaving you behind. This whole, oh, we're gonna leave you behind to starve, no food, no lights, no water restrictions, right? Trust your integrity. Trust that If everything shuts down, that you will not be insecure of what you bring to the table. Do you really understand tarot cards? It's just, I really do get kind of confused sometimes. Okay, so what has happened is I don't have any tarot cards on the table right now. I have cards, but I don't have tarot cards. So we think that all cards are tarot cards. So tarot cards are the cards with the major arcanas and the minor arcanas. Let's see. So major arcanas are judgment. This number eight, eight of cups, like the 1 through 10s, are minor arcanas. These are tarot cards. These are not tarot cards. These are message or oracle cards. Do you get what I'm saying? So a tarot card is going to have numbers and like the tower, the magician, the sun, the moon. Those are tarot cards. These are oracle cards. You understand? Okay. So these right here are oracle cards. These are not tarot cards. So I think that's where a lot of people are. I think that's what they misunderstanding. They think that all cards are tarot cards. They are not. These are affirmation cards, message cards. These are chakra cards, which are like oracle cards. This is just like a guiding card. So I think that's the misunderstanding. When you see someone on a channel with cards, you automatically um, get the projection that they're reading tarot. Everybody's not reading tarot. Some people, I don't even know. Some channels they might not read tarot the whole video. I hope I was able to answer your question. You got it? Haiti, not Haiti. Marcello. So that's what I think you misunderstanding. Every card is not a tarot card. Okay, let's go here. So since we have these cards right here, we're gonna get a card from the chakra and the affirmation. I hope I was able to explain that clearly. All right. So let's see how we put the cards together. So I think a lot of people misunderstanding of when you see someone with a whole lot of different cards out here, they just putting a picture together. Not just like the card said, for their self and for others. Clarity. We might get the clarity card. So you can see through the veil. And there is no veil, so everyone should be able to see. These are tools to help you break down a bigger picture, just as if I was to grab one of those Bibles. All of your tools should be going together to give you a greater understanding, a light. This is light work slash dark work, inner work to make your inner radiate outer, okay? Inner strength. That's what came out. Inner strength. These are tools to help you with your inner strength, which radiates outwards. Okay? Let's see what inner strength has to say. Visualization is on the bottom. What did I say? Visualize the bigger picture. 14 is significant. All right. So this is solar plexus. Personal power, inner strength, self mastery, determination, empowerment, confidence, and self discipline. Okay, so this is your free will, self esteem, courage, confidence, freedom, emotional balance, and appropriate self discipline. So, this is what we're about to cover. The solar plexus is yellow. All right. It says, you have pulled this card as a reminder that it is time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in life, in your life. We are all a part of the universe. We have magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You are being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, and you are reminded that you have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way, whether it is emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge. Know you have the strength to move through it all and come out on the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you are strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunity to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenges and rise from the ashes. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. Whatever it is you are being guided to do, make sure to listen to make sure to listen and put it into action. You have courage of a lion, and it is time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. I have strength is the affirmation. I have I have the strength to face all of life's challenges with grace. All right? So, you have the strength to let go of old ways, to pick up some new tools. Ooh, under visualization, we have love. So that's giving me inner strength, visualization, and love. Hmm. All right, let's see what visualization says. It was on the bottom, number 28, and that's going to be throat chakra. Is that throat chakra? Third eye chakra. My bad. Third eye chakra. It was blue. Okay. Now, third eye chakra, pineal gland. Let's see. You have attracted this card into your awareness today because this is a creative time of visualization for you. Visualization is a tool for manifesting your desires and dreams, and a powerful way for you to receive vision and messages. Visions and messages. What did I see? So you could say, so you could see. You could see. Even putting your Bible, your cards, all your tools together. You being the vessel to see, to let go of the old ways. This whole not having food and not having water and being on food restrictions and water restrictions is so that you can see a way to be more creative for yourself and for others, like we did before. All right. So it says we are, no, 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 no. When we visualize, we activate the third eye chakra, and yours is currently expanding and awakening. You see the visions, you have the thought. Like a thought to me is a vision. When I thought about it, I saw something that was attached to it. It works together. Remote vision, right? And then as you see, you can actually hear. That's how I get it. Okay, so you are encouraged to practice exercises that enhance this process, such as meditation and breath work. Doing this early in the rising before you get tainted by the world outside of you, this is tapping into yourself. So, what we need to understand, reading is a meditation, right? So, we reading these cards and we seeing the picture that's attached to the cards before we tap into somebody else's space and time. So, I'm doing this for myself, but I'm sharing it with others. Okay, you are encouraged to practice exercises that enhance the process, such as meditation and breath work. The color of the third eye chakra is violet. So you may like to imagine this color steaming into your third eye, like a energy. Like you might close your eyes. So maybe you was in the dark, because we have embraced the dark. Maybe you was in the dark and you only saw black and white, kind of like somebody that's colorblind, right? A colorblind person, they need help to see what color is this actually, right? So maybe in the dark, a lot of people was color blind, if you get what I'm saying. But now with your new eyes on this new, on what it say, inner earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. You may have what they say, new eyes. I once was blind, but now I see, right? I can see colors. Now, if you close your eyes and you can only see dark, that means you got some work to do. If you close your eyes and you can see energy of different color lights, that means you're opening up. From my perspective, this is for educational purpose. For me, this is what I did. I did work, like shadow work, dark work, of just sleeping in a totally dark room, making sure no boogeyman was coming to get me, making sure I didn't see no red eyes in the dark, you know, no entities that did not, was not on this realm, that I could see with my physical eyes. So it took fear away. But as I noticed that I did that for like what, 7 days, I noticed that I was able to, in meditation, I was able to start seeing colors with my eyes closed, not seeing just dark. All right, so maybe that helps somebody. And the colors weren't this vague with energy. When my eyes were closed, but I was able to see colors. And I just paid attention to the colors I was seeing. Okay. The third eye is valid. So you may like to imagine this color steaming into the third eye as it expands and awakens, oh, excuse me, to its full potential. In this opening, you will receive strong visions and deep wisdom. Trust what is coming through you. You will also deepen your intuitions and psychic abilities as the third eye awakenings. So, let's talk about this. What for us to be awakening anything in us means something was put to sleep. So, my theory, not everybody else's theory, right? Because everybody has a different perspective. Some people have never stepped inside the church. So, my theory of being put to sleep for you to have to reawakening, just my thought. When I was a little girl and my foster parents took me in the church and they took me to the altar and they put an X on my third eye, not even aware that that was my third eye, right? Unaware that it was being closed off. Like somebody taking a Phillips screwdriver and screwing in a tag. You gonna screw that tag on or you gonna screw that tag off? So my theory is for my third eye to be closed off, right? Because remember, you having visions of what closed me off from me. My theory of me going to an altar saying I surrender to an entity that I don't know, or me going up there and them telling me, oh, you a sinner at 7 years old, 5 years old, and I need to baptize you. I need to put this oil on your head. Something about that was witchcraft that closed me off to my original state of being. That's what I think. So now that I have done all of this, I've put hands. I've let people put their hands on me and speak in different languages, incantation, and I did not understand. I was looking at them like I was crazy. But what was I gonna do? My parents said, "You got to do this. You have to go to this altar, and they gonna have to pray on you and cast out demons out of you." But just what if they were casting demons in you? Because what possibly could I have needed to be washed away from at 7, 8 years old, 6 years old? So, for us to be reawakening a third eye that we never even heard about in this um, sector of life, when you look at it, you can't do nothing but laugh. So that's why I'm looking at it now. That's why your money was jacked up. That's why your energy jacked up, your relationship. They already cast all these perspectives on your life. They already, as a young child, cursed you because ain't we breaking generational curses? Aren't that is that not why we're doing all this work? To try to remove the swords, words that were cast upon us unaware? Because conscious means to be aware and focused. What put you in this situation that you feel like you need healing of self? Higher self. So when I look back and I think, damn, we were paying people to hypnotize us and keep us in a box of you a sinner, you misfire, definition for sin. Your vision, oh, you can't do that and you can't do that. You couldn't do nothing that you wanted to do, even if you felt in your heart, I love this. I want to do this. I love it. But I'm scared of what people, places, and things going to think of me. Just imagine how many people said, "Oh, I wish I would have did this. I should have did this," but they didn't agree to that because it would have took you out of their box. It would have took you just moving away from familiar spirits, family. Would have changed your whole trajectory on life because you wouldn't have had nobody say, don't do that. You can't do that. That's bad. You can't do nothing that we don't agree to. You're going to make us look bad. But what if your vision, yourself, your higher self was saying, I need you to go here. I need you to pack up all your shit and get away from all familiar spirits. Would you do it? Because then you would have to stand on your own strength. You would have to get creative to make your own path. And people don't want to do that. They need you to be the crab in the barrel. They need you for their own personal gain. Even at your 10%. No, I need you to stay in this neighborhood. I need you to come in here and give me this 10%. Well, are you going to teach me? You can't learn how to be a pastor, a master, or anything of significance of teaching people or reaching people, right? You go reach them. You go out and, oh, no, this is the kicker. They sent you out to get your friends to bring them to the building so they could get the 10%. But what did you gain out of it? They wouldn't even help you pay your light bill, your rent, your car payment, your insurance. After you done sowed all those seeds, aren't you ready for your seeds to be fruitful and multiply? Or do you want to keep being limited? When it says we live in an unlimited, you have unlimited potentials. So opening your, and let's not, what if we didn't call it a third eye? What if you call it a mind's eye? What if you call it a bird's eye view? See, you got to change, you got to switch it up. All right. Okay, it expands and awakenings. Okay, here we go. The color of the third eye chakra is valid. So you may like to imagine the color streaming into your third eye as it expands and awakenings to its full potential. That means right now, if you closed off, you are not operating at your full potential. And you got to do the what? Work. You got to practice. You got to meditate. You have to breathe. In this opening, you will receive strong visions and deep wisdom. You got to do the work. You got to practice seeing with these new eyes. I like to say since 2020, we got some new eyes. 2020 vision. The veil, the scales fell off for those who were ready because everybody don't awakening at the same time. That's why we are in the energy of each one, reach one, teach one. Okay? Trust what is coming through you. Trust you. Stop putting your trust into everybody else. You are not a people fucking pleaser. Find your vision, make your vision clear, and activate it. And if you have to, move in silence. Don't tell nobody nothing. Practice makes perfect. When they see you, they'll see the difference in you. You don't want to tell nobody, oh, I'm changed. I'm healed. We already see they saying they saved, and I can't tell you saved. You got more judgment than a deck of cards. And you ain't never picked up one. So people have programmed you to not be at your full potential. by design. The church. They have programmed you, let's talk about it, that a white man in the sky is going to save you. And you know good and damn well that ain't true. You know that you've been praying prayers that ain't never been answered, and they should be done came back in a cycle by now. You know you paid for this God to answer your prayers, and none of your shit didn't get answered. That ain't your path. And this is not for the ones that feel like, oh, all my prayers being answered. This is for the ones that feel, especially the women that feel like they're not working or operating in their full potential. I'm not my best. Are you gonna be your best every day, all day? Hell motherfucking no. But baby, you should at least wake up feeling like you first. If I ain't first, I'm last. So I'm setting the intention to do something for thyself, to show thyself approved every rising before I touch somebody else, before I jump into somebody else's energy. And even if I do jump into somebody else's energy while I'm building this program of healing thyself, I'm gonna let me go back. Let me rewind. Let me remember to put myself first, to do some work for myself before I start tapping into other people's energy. Because what we don't realize, if we start tapping to other people's energy, okay, we human beings, y'all. Let's be honest. Too much of anything is going to throw you off yours. Too much of talking to somebody else before you have set the intentions for your day, that's like destiny swapping. You you programming them in before you listen to your own voice. Like some people don't even know that they have an inner voice. They think all voices come from outside. Even if they read about them and say every other voice is not yours. That means you can hear your voice and you can hear other people's voices. You can hear conversations that you don't have. That's why people want to call you and jump in your shit early. Pay attention to the ones that call you first in the day. They want you to hear their shit before you can hear the directions for thyself. Not a horse, a direction. So they want you to ride on their ride. Hold on, I dropped the time card. They want you to ride on their ride before you can ride your own ride. So that means they're not going to operate in their full potential to try to get the way for themselves. Right? So when you have dark and embrace spirit at the same time coming out side by side, that means you need to pay attention to your dark side energy, your negative energy, and your positive energy. Because if you say you get in the routine of starting the affirmations, let's see, I want to program you one. I want you to think of one. Or just say the song. This is what I heard. Today is going to be a good day. Good day, right? Okay, so now as soon as you start to practice this of today's going to be a good day, a negative thought going to follow behind it anyway. But, when I get to work, I got to worry about Caroline or some shit like that, right? But I'm going to have a good day, but I still got to worry about Caroline. That's the polarity of positive and negative. I have this good thought, but there's always an opposite side. So it's almost like looking at the yin yang. There's always a light and there's always a dark. But what do you choose? What side do you choose to focus on the most? Do you do you focus on today's going to be a good day, which is a song that Spirit gave you? Or do you focus on Caroline that's going to take your light away as soon as you walk in the door and she see you glowing? Polarity. Okay, so you will also deepen into the intuitions and psychic abilities as the third eye awakenings. You are receiving strong signs and messages from your angels. No, excuse me. You are receiving strong signs and messages from your guides from the spirit world. From the spirit world. So it's kind of giving me the energy of see yourself as the vessel. And this is a card. I just can't remember what card it is. But the card has got like, yes, I do. Let me show you an example. Visionaries. Visionaries. Pay attention to the visions that you get and go find it. Some people think, oh, when you shuffling cards, you gotta stick with the card. If the card don't resonate, go get the card that you see in your vision. Or book. Y'all see me do it with books over here. Okay, here it goes. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and we got awakening right up under it, so we're gonna keep that one too. Now, look at this. This card has raining worlds upon worlds upon worlds manifestation, right? So it's given like 9 dimensional. You could be operating in 9 different worlds at one time, just you. 9 energies. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just seeing it like this because this is the card I saw. Don't it look like you operating in worlds? Now, if I go get this card, because we working with vision, right? Now, this is what I just got. And you birthing this. That's what I saw. You birthing these worlds. Look at these cards put together. Because when I was looking for one and both of them came out. Manifestation and awakening. Awakening manifestation. It's raining. You are birthing. I don't know. Hmm. Water energy. So let's find the Words of Worlds card. This new to me, y'all. Well, it ain't new. Sometimes I do go in and find cards. This is something new that I have been doing lately. From the world, from the word to the world. From the word to the world is the card that I saw. It says, oh, we don't have any writing all over this card. It says, from the word to the world, I cultivate the creative power of my throat chakra. I said earlier throat chakra, but it was third eye. So it's something about your voice. I just seen inner strength. Your inner strength is giving you this visualization for you to get the vision out with your words. All right, maybe someone's struggling with opening their mouth. Like that that inner voice of scarcity is telling you don't say nothing, don't say nothing. When you really should be speaking it out loud. There's power in the tongue. Y'all, I'm just channeling. Okay, I cultivate the creative power of my throat chakra to prioritize, speak, and live my soul's truth. Through aligning with that which truly resonates, I manifest. What card did we see? Manifestation. I manifest divine light in the inner world. I attract and I am attracted to that which uplifts, assists, and inspires. Through my intentions, thoughts, and words, hmm, through my intentions, thoughts, and words, I shift my frequency and create loving, healed realities, realities for the spiritual realities, Marcia, because I'm like, what the hell? Realities. I shift my frequency and create loving, healed realities for the spiritual benefits of all beings. We got all beings out here again. This just ain't for you to open your mouth to speak. I consciously choose my attitude and my words to transform all situations into growth opportunities of my highest good. Mm. And another thing, it's all right to make mistakes. It's all right to see things one way, speak them. Like, that's another thing, too. People don't want to fumble. People don't want to make mistakes no more. You do it. If it don't work, you do it again until you get it right. You get the understanding until you get it right. It don't come overnight. Time and direction. You got time to follow directions, especially I surrender to a power greater than me, a higher power greater than me that operates from within and radiates out. Don't worry about feeling insecure about what you're doing. It's going to all work out on this realm. Generational wealth, generational curses are being broken. You are receiving strong signs and messages from your guides from the spirit world. It is important that you slow down. What I had to do? I had to slow down a while ago because I was fumbling the word. Slow down for a moment. Meditation and breath work. Slow down and breathe. Slow down and see. And go within to see what you are being shown, like remote vision. Pay attention to your remote vision, your thoughts. Thoughts show you things. Things become realities. Don't put a timeline on it. It's not a horse. No, 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 no. It's not a clock, but time. Because you focus on those two arms that stop, but you never focus on the little arm that never stops. The time that keeps on going. Okay, you could also be receiving signs from the earthly world and are encouraged to pay more attention to the visions around you. This card also represents that you are in a phase of creating and are being asked to visualize strongly what you would like to manifest in your world. This is a very exciting time. Tune into your heart and birth forth the ideas and visions that are appearing to assist you on the next phase of your journey. This card also this card can also be a sign that you need to take more notice of the visions in your dreams. Whatever this card means for you, make sure you nurture this powerful process as it brings you an abundance of gifts at this time. All right, so the affirmation is My third eye is open and I have profound vision. All right, so you manifesting with this visualization, you are manifesting your spiritual awakening and your manifestation. So this is 28, 9, and 40. You birthing this new world for thyself and others. All right. Let's see what we get from the light worker deck. Because we got the light and the dark. Ooh, that air is getting cold. Divine talents. Eternal now. 39 and second ray of wisdom. Eternal now. Okay, hit the floor. Eternal now. All right. Give me 1 second. Wow. It looked like something coming out of his mouth, energy coming out of his mouth. We haven't got to read it yet. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. It's a number 12, which equals a 3. All right, 1 second. I gotta turn this air off. All right, the eternal now. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you manage to keep going when you are drained and or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. You are encouraged by higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension without your mind and body. Okay, let's read this again. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension without your mind and body. You will gain energy through the release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. It says, Dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in pain of the past? Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power you have to create what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or in the future. It happens in the here and now by the choices you make in each moment. Even now, in reading this message, you are choosing to be present, to bring energy into your inner now, stimulating the law of attraction into action. As you relax in the moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept the to accept the gift in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present, to have enough stillness of mind to recognize it. Let's read that again. The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept the gift in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present, to be present, to have enough stillness, peace be still, of mind to recognize it. You will need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you. The form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way that it comes shall be perfect too. It is being orchestrated by divine timing now, not a clock, but time. It will assist you to take the next step on your soul journey successfully. Your gifts might be a piece of guidance and an inner knowing that changes your outlook permanently. It might help you truly know in your heart that your divine destiny is already unfolding and your spiritual success is inevitable. It is not a question of if, only a matter of when. Your gift might be an amazing opportunity that comes out of the blue. It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding life path. A meeting? It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding of life path. It could be a new relationship or a new connection with a community. It might be a life changing teaching, a deeply healing dream, or an actual object. Spirit is unlimited in spirit is unwilling. Excuse me. Spirit is unlimited in the willingness and ability to give to you. You need only to be open to receive. And you do by bringing yourself back to the present moment. Stillness of the mind and inner peace are only possible when you are present in the eternal now. This is where you will find what you are seeking. So let the past be done. Allow the future to take care of itself. Center your awareness in this moment. You are safe. You are breaking, wait a minute. You are breathing gently now. You are here where you belong at exactly the right time. All things serve your greater good. Nothing is wrong. You are doing a fantastic job. All is in progress process. All is in process. In this moment, there is just the peace and comfort of the eternal now. Relax, trust, be nourished. If you have been worrying about the past or the future, this oracle comes with guidance to let it be. All is working out just as it is meant to, even the things you don't quite understand or find hand to itself. In time, you will know that perfection of all that is happening in your life. You'll feel so lucky, blessed, grateful, and truly loved. For now, however, it is enough to just be here and breathe. All right. Invocation. I give myself permission to be free from the past pain and the future worry. Wow. Let's read that again. I give myself permission to be free from the past pain and the future worry. There is so much goodness and so many gifts for me. Now, I choose to dwell in peace of this moment where all is unfolding according to the secret divine perfection. My unique divine destiny. My unique divine destiny is manifesting with loving care. I open to relief and reassurance that comes to me now. I am loved and provided for, and all is happening for my greatest fulfillment. I invite divine unconditional love to awaken in peace in my heart and in the hearts of all beings again, through my own free will, so it be. All right, the eternal now. So you have inner strength envisioning your now, seeing the vision in your now, not in your past and not in your future. Your spiritual awakening and manifestation is happening now, regardless of what it looked like. All right. We're going to end this live today saying that find inner strength in your vision. Don't worry about the time on the clock. Don't worry about the numbers. Just keep on doing your work for you and all beings. Nothing is impossible. All things are possible. Thank you and have a good day. Today's going to be a good day.